You're listening to the best of the Morning X, dropping back into the interview from a few moments ago. This is the original 99X.
Hey, Daryl, you're on with Cheryl Ladd.
Yeah, hi, Cheryl.
By the way, expect a lot of guy calls.
You think?
Of course, guys calling
That's
to talk
okay.
to Cheryl
I like
Ladd.
guys.
Good, good.
Yeah, Cheryl, hey, I wanted to know if does your leg really kick up in the back like it did when you were on that episode of Happy Days?
You are so cute to ask me that
What,
question.
were you kissing the Fonz or something and the leg went up?
I was actually my very first screen
I
kiss.
think she probably remembers, but it was
Yes,
quite a while
I do.
ago.
I played Richie Wins a Date with a movie star a la Sandra Dee, only my name was
Oh.
Cindy Shay in it.
yeah.
And Cindy Shay's trait
Yeah.
in her films
remember
was
that.
when she kissed somebody in the movie,
And the leg
her
went up.
leg would go up.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It was a sweet show, wasn't it? And that was my first screen kiss.
Yeah, that was a great episode.
Thank
And that was
you.
with Richie or Fonzie?
Richie.
Richie.
I thought Fonzie might have stole you away from him or something. You know how he
No.
was.
No.
How many
Thanks,
television movies have you done? Because we've seen you in so many television movies, like hundreds.
Well, I think actually about 35
Wow.
miniseries and television,
That's a lot.
movies and features.
But did you, when you were after Charlie's Angels ended, was it tough to launch the post Charlie's Angels career? Was there typecasting? I mean,
Well, actually, I did something kind of smart for a change, and during the first hiatus of Charlie's Angels, I developed a movie called When She Was Bad, in which I played a child abuser. And I wanted so much to make sure there was going to be, thank you, I'm taking off my jacket. Ooh, it's warm in here.
hey,
I think that's just the company.
Rich, crank the heat up to about 92.
Anyway, so I played this child abuser, and so that helped because it was really a character very different from Chris Monroe. And then as soon as the show was finished, I did Kentucky Woman and played a coal miner. So, and then I've worked a lot, obviously, and I've gotten some wonderful roles. But I never got that big breakthrough feature film career that obviously every young actress wants to have.
But back then, it seemed like it was a lot tougher for actors and actresses to make the TV to movie transition than it is now. Now you see that often, and we see some actors and actresses with phenomenal film careers who started in TV. You know, Johnny Depp and
All the Friends people are getting opportunities.
Back then, it really didn't happen much, did it?
No, it sure didn't.
I mean, if Charlie's Angels was on now, it'd be a different story.
Yes,
You guys would have
all
10
those-
movie roles in front of you.
That's exactly right. It was just a very different world then. Also, it was a different world press-wise, because I have to tell you that Jordan was 2. My daughter Jordan was 2 years old when I started Charlie's Angels. And if I went out in public with her and there were press people there, I would ask them not to take her picture, and they wouldn't.
Seriously, really?
Oh, yeah, they were very much more respectful, that there was not this sort of desperation thing that's going on now, that the uglier the picture, the better. They don't want any nice stories. They just want,
They
want
want the
garbage.
gutter, right.
Yeah.
You never had an incident where maybe some guy had a telescopic lens pointed into your backyard or
Nope.
anything like
Nothing.
that?
No one's ever tried to blackmail you or show
No.
up with photos from some French island or whatever.
No. Although it's
amazing.
funny you said that, because I was several years ago, about 4 years ago, I was on vacation with some friends of mine, and we were in Saint-Tropez, and my girlfriend, of course, that's what you do. She took her top off, and we're going, and they said, "Come on, Cheryl, get with it."
Yeah,
And
come on, Cheryl.
I said, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "I know there's going to be somebody with a big lens here." She said, "Nobody knows we're here. Nobody even knows it's you." I had my sunglasses and hat, and I go, "No, I can't risk it." And so, sure enough, she went into the ladies' room, and there was a guy with this big honking lens out there that was like, you could see Mars with this lens.
Yeah.
and
And he was waiting for you to do your deal.
waiting for me to get my gear off, honey.
We have to do the fish quiz before you get out of here,
Chase
Cheryl.
her out of here.
This is a
Fish
quiz that all celebrities, guests on this show take.
That's right. You're going to have 15 seconds. Okay, don't
It's
worry.
very
I
easy.
see you getting all upset. Everything's going to be fine. You'll do fine. 15 seconds
Yes.
in which to name as many fish as possible.
Now, anything living underwater counts.
Right.
Okay?
It can be
Shrimp,
a crustacean. It can be
Oh,
anything
okay.
like that.
anything
Yes.
underwater living counts.
Seahorses, anything like that. It doesn't have to be. It can be a mammal. People say, "Well, a dolphin's no mammal. It's not a fish." But for this
Anything
quiz, it's a
underwater.
fish.
We're going to roll up the clock.
We're gonna roll
I'm going to
clock.
start the clock, and I'll tell you when to go.
Let's rattle
15
them
seconds.
off.
On your mark.
The record is up there. I mean, it's in the
Let's not-
teens.
let's not put the
well,
pressure
just so you know,
on her.
It's really a speed game.
Yeah,
A
you
real
can't
speed
really
her to do
game.
well,
pause, and
Barnes.
you have to nail it.
Okay.
All right, on your mark. Get set. Cheryl Ladd, go.
Abalone, albacore, barracuda, tuna, sturgeon, trout, pike, lobster, clams.
Ooh, 9.
9 is excellent.
Sorry.
9 is not bad.
That's not too terrible. We have let's see who.
Do I get a consolation prize?
The
record-
champion is 19. It's
See
Ken,
if she,
Ken Block, the lead singer for his sister Hazel.
It's a band.
See
Sister
how
Hazel.
Cheryl did compared to some other actors. And Dustin Hoffman has played this game before.
Who's in there with the 9s?
Well,
There are a
let's
lot
see.
of 9s.
You beat George Stephanopoulos. You beat who else? You beat Conan O'Brien. You beat Leonard Nimoy. Chris Rock had 9. Here's Dustin Hoffman. You beat Dustin Hoffman.
What did he have? 7?
He had 8. Here's
Bass, perch, catfish, dogfish, shark, swordfish, marlin, a stingray, if that's a fish.
See?
Yeah, he's very
He
analytical.
was very slow. Yeah,
You
he was
beat-
thinking it out way too hard.
You beat Joe Pesci, who
Oh.
Yeah, but he has
Trout,
this.
bass,
If
pig,
you knew that was coming. Joe Pesci.
eel.
Have you ever been on a golf course? I was on a golf course once watching
well, you probably
Joe
played
Pesci,
with him, yeah.
Pesci on the next thing. It was I could hardly play. I was laughing so hard. The men's language is appalling.
Well, he really is.
Well,
I mean,
he
people
got remember
think
the thing where he peed on the course and they got all mad at him and tried to arrest him?
I don't think he tried to arrest him.
Something happened. There was some big
he's-
scene.
Yeah, he is definitely not too far from his Goodfellas character.
Lockup.
Although I don't know if he's ever stabbed anybody in a trunk of a car. But
He's about 10 minutes from lockup. That guy.
well, you must play in a lot of those celebrity tournaments. Who are some of the really cool celebrities that you play? Probably Nicholson. Jack Nicholson plays, right?
He does. Clint Eastwood, who's such a lovely man. Obviously, Kevin Costner plays very well. Plays a really good game. There aren't a lot of lady celebrities. Celine Dion, I understand, plays
As a
and has her
golfer?
own golf course.
Oh, yeah, she's
Really?
big golfer.
Yes,
She's supposed
I'd like
be
to
very
I'd
good.
like to do the Cheryl Ladd Celine Dion challenge. That would be
There
fun,
you go.
wouldn't it?
There you go.
It was really nice to meet you.
You guys are great. It was
Thank
lots
you
of
for
fun.
spending time with us.
Very
That was
nice.
Leslie, did
great.
they ever
Very
let
beautiful.
you get a word in edgewise?
You know,
no.
you were in
Not
here,
when
so
you were
I
here.
had to let them,
Have our day
I've
in
been
the sun.
talking about it since
See.
5 a.m.
Hey, we had
Aren't
Hugh
women
Grant in
wonderful?
here 2
Yes.
weeks ago.
You have to-
Hugh Grant
I even
was
took
here
the
a
day
month
off
ago.
just to
took
get
the
out of
day
the room.
off.
Oh, okay,
so-
okay.
Just
so
to
that
get
was
out of the room. Cheryl
And
Ladd.
The best of the Morning X.